How to improvise over a 12-bar blues on piano. Have you ever listened to a blues piano solo and wondered how the musician creates such captivating melodies? Today, we will uncover the secrets of improvising over a 12-bar blues on piano. This style is a staple in both jazz and blues music, and mastering it can open doors to your musical expression. First, let's break down the 12-bar blues structure. This form consists of 12 measures, typically using 3 chords: the I chord, the Roman 4 chord, and the V chord. For example, in the key of C, the chords are C7 for the I chord, F7 for the Roman 4 chord, and G7 for the V chord. The progression usually follows this pattern. For the first 4 measures, you play the I7 chord, then switch to the IV7 chord for the next 2 measures, return to the I7 for 2 more measures, play the V7 chord for 1 measure, the IV7 for 1 measure, and finally, wrap it up with the I7 chord for the last 2 measures. This structure creates a solid foundation for your improvisation. Next, let's talk about scales. To improvise effectively, you need to choose scales that fit the chord changes. The blues scale is a fantastic choice. It is a minor pentatonic scale with an added flat fifth, often referred to as the blue note. This scale works beautifully over all 12 bars and gives your playing that classic bluesy sound. You can also use the minor and major pentatonic scales to add some variety. For each dominant chord, consider using the Mixolydian mode based on that chord's root. This approach highlights the chord tones and adds a jazz flavor to your improvisation. If you want to take it a step further, you can incorporate altered or diminished scales, especially over the V7 chords, to create tension and releases. Now let's focus on phrasing. Improvisation is not just about hitting the right notes, it's also about how you play them. Try using call and response patterns, where you create musical questions and answers. Incorporate syncopation and swing rhythms to add groove and interest. Repeating motifs with slight variations keeps your phrases cohesive while allowing for development. Don't forget to use space and rests. Leaving gaps can make your phrases more expressive. As you improvise with your right hand, your left hand can provide rhythmic chordal accompaniment, also known as comping. You can play the root and seventh of each chord in a steady rhythm or use stride patterns that alternate bass notes and chords. Adding syncopated rhythms and interesting chord voicings will complement your right hand improvisation. To practice, consider using backing tracks that feature a 12-bar blues progression. Playing along will help you internalize the form and develop your improvisational ideas. Experiment with different scales, rhythmic patterns, and dynamics to discover your unique voice. Finally, listening to recordings of jazz blues pianists can be incredibly helpful. Pay attention to how they navigate the 12-bar blues form with their phrasing and expressive techniques. By studying their styles, you can incorporate new ideas into your own playing. Improvising over a 12-bar blues on piano is about mastering the form, selecting the right scales, developing rhythmic and melodic phrasing, and using left-hand comping to support your ideas. With practice and creativity, you can create engaging and authentic jazz blues solos that tell a musical story.